Quality material makes for quality goods.
What a disaster! Whose Margot hopes the vessels remain intact. Thank the tides. The vessels in this room seem largely intact. What's happening to that vessel? Quickly, reset the magical focus.
Another failed body. I will be free!
Watchers, whiskers. What was that? I've been tending to the vessels in the Corporea for many, many years, and never before have I seen a thing like what just happened. That vessel, it just talked to us. It moved. That should not be possible. Well, normally they just lie there. The Rectory's magic keeps the vessels healthy while their minds serve the chorus. They don't just get up and say scary things before keeling over. Wait, this vessel is dead? Oh no! They never tried to break free. But if they did, I suppose it is possible. Even the gradual extraction can cause stress, nosebleeds, seizures. But something the vessel said, another failed body. Those were its words, remember? Precisely. This worries Margot the most. Something may be toying with the vessels in the Rectory and killing them in the process. But Margot doesn't know what could do such a thing. We should check the Rectory archives. They are just next door. The rectory. Margot will start with these manuals. You will check the other tomes, yes? Look for anything on vessel disturbances. Finished reading? Seize on these. Seize on these archives, whose Margot doesn't see anything useful in these books. Did you have better luck? Tell who's Margot what you learned from yours. Anything that would explain what's happening to the vessels. Why some move and speak. Yes, yes. Some say it is like a dream world, where the minds of all in the chorus can wander freely, interacting with one another while the Great Eye studies them. What else did you learn? At least that narrows the scope of our research. The disturbance must originate from within the rectory, or even the chorus itself. Press on to the Esoterica Corporea to the north. It houses our preparatory instruments and an auxiliary somnambulum. Somnambulum, one of the devices that grants entry to the chorus, sustains the vessel, and so on. Examining one might provide us with some clues without disturbing the other vessels. Or without disturbing them more, at any rate. I'll meet you there. Margot will try and learn a bit more here. Go ahead, and he will catch up with you. The Esoterica Corporea acts as the entry point for newly interned minds joining our chorus. An important process where any slight mistake could irrevocably harm one's mind. It depends entirely on their contract. Some may spend their entire lives as part of the chorus in exchange for a promised fortune or magical knowledge. Others may only spend a few winters, but I assure you, each mind is as important as the last. The Esoterica Corporea acts as the entry point for newly interned minds joining our chorus. An important process where any slight mistake could irrevocably harm one's mind.
Speak.
Arrive like worms on a hook, like before. Or is it the fortress?
Get out!
There, another one speaks. Another coral mind awakening. But that was... I think I understand what's going on. We should speak, adventurer. After witnessing that vessel speak, I fear I now understand the source of our problem. It seems a rogue mind is traveling through and tampering with the chorus. A crisis whose Margot did not think possible until now. Yes, a troublemaker, disconnected from the chorus. It keeps trying to escape through a connected body, but the attempts prove fatal every time. Out here in Apocrypha, we have no hope of isolating it. But if one of us entered the chorus... Well, you, obviously. Whose Margot must oversee the procedure and monitor the apparatus, yes? I would not suggest it if we had any other way of finding the rogue mind. But every moment we delay puts another vessel at risk. So, will you do it? Ah, yes. Wisdom and bravery. You are a true child of Mora. Let's proceed to the next room. The auxiliary somnambulum is there. It will allow you to enter the chorus, but you will not travel alone. Whose Margot will guide you from here. There. That's the somnambulum. I'll prepare it for you. There you are. I pray this isn't too disorienting. Welcome to the chorus. Or its lowest levels, at any rate. We call this the cognitive substrate. Few members of the chorus visit this place, but it connects to all the chorus's other regions. The perfect hiding place for a rogue mind, yes? To enter the chorus, every vessel signs a pact. You think of flimsy parchment contracts, yes? Not so in Apocrypha. It is an anchor that binds the vessel's mind. No one can travel far from their pact, and whose Margot has a spell that can sniff it out. At the very least, it will tell us who the mind belongs to. I do not know what shape the spell will take inside the chorus. Each vessel's perception of the space is unique, but it should be easy enough to manipulate and follow. Be cautious. The chorus's mind sentinels will see you as an intruder. Stand ready to defend yourself, yes?
Think I've read that one before. Time for tea, then.
This is our pact, yes? Have a look. The Daggerfall Devil. The Daggerfall Devil. Watcher, spare us. On the one claw, it makes sense that a serial killer in the chorus would be the cause of our troubles. On the other, there is a serial killer in the chorus, and it appears that he wants out. Yes? Yes! But dealing with him means killing him. A task that is a little more difficult than just stabbing his cold manifestation. Husmargo would need to make sure the Daggerfall Devil couldn't flee to another body and hide. Husmargo thinks so, but we will need to act at the same time, like two claws pinching a well-oiled grape. Husmargo will need to leave you to find the body, while you find the mind. The pact, thankfully, provides us with some inkling of where to look. Leaping into other people's bodies may have caused some mnemonic bleed. Elements of his psyche, memories, could have broken loose. I'll tune the spell to seek out his memories. If you can find enough of them, it should lead us to his mind's core. Best of luck to both of us.
First life I took. A scrawny beast, loved by the child next door. Seeing the boy cry made me smile.
What's next?
I offered the shelter of my basement to wandering souls, only to take their lives.
A diversion point!
My father's knife. A handle carved from an antler. A blade sharp enough to cut bone. An artist never had a brush so delicate.
Can you hear Husmargo, friend? Husmargo isolated the rogue mine's vessel. You should be able to dispatch him now.
what's next.
Like all the rest!
Time for tea.
You're not the first to try and stop me! Will not be my end!
You did it! I see no trace of the Daggerfall Devil in the registry. Now quickly, adventurer, return to your body. Fresh air. Better, yes? According to my instruments, you made it out of the chorus with nary a scratch on your psyche. How are your memories? Any confusion? Dizziness? No? Good. Safe from immediate danger, yes. But stress levels among the vessels are still far too high. I must inspect each mind and vessel to ensure their well-being. You have a strong mind. If you have the time, I would certainly enjoy studying it. Of course, of course. Whose Margot is sure our prince has plans for you beyond the Rectory Corporea. But do keep the offer in mind. You did a great service for us, friend. I suppose the time has come for payment, yes? Perhaps one day you'll hear the harmonious songs of the chorus. But for now, know that all the minds housed within the Rectory are grateful for your help. As am I. Our prince will be happy to hear of your involvement. It's a shame you can't stay. To study a mind as unswayable as your own would truly be a pleasure. Think about it. Farewell. Whose Margot supposes a fair amount of cleaning and vessel repair. But don't worry, it won't be long before ciphers hear of your success and return to the Rectory. Once I have a team together, I'll be sure to tend to our surviving minds.
We can use this.
Yeah! Yeah!
If we must. Good find, cohort. Libations are on you next time. Ha!
Have you found any ciphers or strange grimoires in your travels, stranger? There are tomes missing from our collection and several ciphers as well. If you come across them in your travels, bring them back. I would be grateful. Drela dead. I feared he might come to harm here. He was naive, yet full of ambition. A dangerous combination in Apocrypha. The path of the cipher is not for everyone. You found him with this book, you say? Ah, yes. The second volume of the Numinous Grimoire. A very dangerous book. Any mortal who dares to read it is driven mad. It went missing from our collection recently, and now we know who took it. I'd better put it somewhere safe. Poor foolish Drela. Something dangerous is afoot, and the Numinous Grimoire is in the middle of it. I must investigate. Thank you for bringing back this volume, and for telling me about Cipher Drela. Please accept this reward. A strange tale. Why would this mysterious A kill a cipher who did as they asked? What's behind the promise to read the book together? Well, if you find any other dead ciphers or missing books in your travels, come tell me. That is unclear. No mortal has read a volume of the Numinous Grimoire and survived with their mind intact. We think it deals with transformations, immortality, or so the Daedra familiar with the book tell us. They could be lying. Because ciphers are dead. The note you found makes it clear someone used my colleagues to get their hands on the grimoire. Then this instigator repaid a cipher's help with death. None of us are safe until this mystery is solved. That makes two of us. There must be a connection between these ciphers. Something they have in common, but I do not know what it is. Which missing cipher do you want to know about? He was a dark elf. Young for a cipher. It takes decades of study for most of us to find our way to Apocrypha, but Drela was a brilliant student, clever and ambitious, but impatient. The ciphers of the Eye have no ranks, but some of us have been here longer than others. Senior ciphers enjoy access to collections we do not share with new arrivals. Drela did not want to wait. What else do you wish to know? It might. I can think of a few entities who might use that monogram. Some mortal, some Daedra. I need to make some inquiries. Discreetly. If I ask the wrong question of the wrong person, I might put myself at risk. We are scholars, scribes, seekers of knowledge, mortals drawn to Apocrypha from all corners of Tamriel. Here we help tend Hermaeus Mora's infinite library. In return, the Great Eye grants us access to its contents. Infinite knowledge. Hardly. Most mortals visit Apocrypha in solitude, seeking answers to questions important to them. But some of us come to realize that no ambition in the mortal world compares to what surrounds us here. We choose to stay in Cypher's Midden. Apocrypha can be dangerous for mortals. Cypher's Midden serves as a refuge of sorts. Here, those who follow the Cypher philosophy come together for protection. Creature comforts, fellowship after a fashion. It's not much, but now it's home.
Yeah! 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 Let me. Yeah!
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
The turn.
Ah, spiffing! More coin for your purse. Another chance at perfection.
Strength wanes, Wanderer. Attend, mortal. Your arrival could mean not all is lost. We require aid. The eternal hum of knowledge fades within our sanctum. Creatures of ignorance invade the apogee of the tormenting eye. They come to consume. Dremnican. Our order, the Remnants, gathers knowledge. These beasts consume it. They breached our wards, burrowing into the apogee. Relics from across Apocrypha are now at risk. We must drive them out. You've arrived to aid us. Why else would the Eye of All place you here now? Be certain, the Remnants reward service. A simple task. Recover the relics before the Dremnik can find them. Close the beast's entry portals. Then activate the Apogee's protective wards. Help us. Take this rune. It will draw you to our most powerful relics. As you find Dremnican portals, use the rune to collapse them. Once completed, reset the ward at the peak. Now go, Agent of Fate. Ascend the apogee. We shall await your return. Even in our dwindled state, we hoped our names still held power. Alas, the remnants are the sword and shield of Hermaeus Mora. We stand between his infinite knowledge and those who seek to plunder it. That is, we did once. We ask ourselves that very question. Some broke off due to a lack of faith. As they left, our powers waned. That weakening led to others leaving as well. What caused the initial shift, we cannot say. The apogee is a vault for items of arcane interest. At its center lies the Shrine of the Tormenting Eye, one of Hermaeus Mora's famed black books. It is currently off serving his divine purpose. Once, many considered this place to be impenetrable. Dremnican are pests. They have tested our defenses since the apogee's construction. If one discovered a faded ward or a crack in our dimensional shielding, it would slip in. Others could follow, further widening the breach.
Was a waste of time.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that. Eyes open. Books, letters, scrolls, tomes.
Where are all the workers?
You know what I'm after.
The overseer was supposed to meet me hours ago. You there. Do you work here? As a notary for the Quama Consortium of Necrom, I demand that you explain why production has halted. Are you aware of the irreparable harm this is inflicting on our image? The Consortium will be none too pleased. Apologies, Traveler. I came on a little strong there. I'm an auditor sent to inspect Anchor Egg Mine. It's been a few days since their last shipment, and the higher-ups are growing restless. Please, this isn't the first workers' strike I've negotiated. Wait, you don't think something dangerous happened here, do you? Well, I have expense funds for this assignment. Might I hire you as a bodyguard while I perform my audit? I'm required to inform you that as a contractor for the Quama Consortium, you are held to the highest standards of conduct. But on a personal note, thank you. Now, we'll need to inspect the pens, speak with the Overseer, and take note of the Queen. It's routine, really. Whenever the Consortium believes a mine is operating below standards, they send along an auditor to run an inspection. This usually entails the Overseer providing a comprehensive tour of the Quama pens and the mine's Queen. Ulfingar. I've met him once before, back when the mine was first opened. Nord fellow, tough as rocks and sweet as salt, but a hard worker. You want that in an Overseer. To be honest, I'm surprised he's late. It's definitely out of the ordinary. I haven't the faintest idea. I was only sent along to conduct an audit, though the Consortium did seem rather on edge. They said I should expect to hear all sorts of excuses, from cave-ins to cultists. Laughable, I know, but it's part of the job. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, especially when I haven't had the chance to assess anything yet. But yes, my employers certainly seem to think so. After all, not every worker keeps their company's best interests in mind. Oh yes, a healthy Quama Queen is as good as gold around here. Their eggs are a staple food for Dark Elves. The Consortium outfits these mines with the best tools and workers money can buy. The Quama Consortium of Necrom oversees the care and husbandry of egg mines on the peninsula. Their export of eggs is second to none, but even one mine operating below expectations can lead to grumbles among shareholders. Myself and others like me, yes, auditors, adjusters if you will. We assess the egg mines to ensure they continue to meet the Consortium's production standards. Though that's certainly not to say I'm irreplaceable. Anchor Egg is a particularly important mine. It may seem dramatic, but I'm convinced any failure here will result in my dismissal. It isn't easy for an outsider like myself to be accepted into a Telvanni business, so yes, I'm a bit worried. expected more activity in the mine, but... Oh, by the green. What happened here? Fomessa! Is she... Oh, no.
Is someone down there? Please, help us!
Someone's alive? Hurry!
Now you are a welcome sight. Please tell me the way out of here is clear. We were starting to lose any hope of escape. Show us, Bones. I ask for aid and they send an auditor. At this rate, there won't be a mine left to audit. I'm Overseer Ulfengar. The egg tenders behind me are Malsa and Barlock. We barely managed to escape the Quama, let alone those damned cultists. Yes, I sent word days ago asking for more guards. We first saw them sneaking around the mine, but now they've broken in somewhere near the hatchery. They've whipped the Quama into a frenzy, and I'm worried they're trying to poison the clutch. Fomessa went looking for survivors down the southern ramp. An egg tender Gain left to scout the southeastern passageways for a way out. I ended up here with Malsa and Barlock. If there are others alive out there, you'd know better than me. Oh, Fomessa. She was hard as steel, and twice as sharp. If she didn't make it, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us. Can you find Gain? He made his way towards the mess cavern not too far from here. One of the egg hands, Gain, noticed young Fomessa.
Wait, who are these people? And what are they doing to this mine?
You are interrupting scholarship!
From my notes, I think this was Gyne, one of the chief eggheads. Pulling each other apart. Look, a notice on the pen. Let's see what it's... Green eye core. Could that be the source of this frenzy? This poor hive.
Psychor has proven most effective. It has made short work of the Snake Mine.
This contagion will destroy Necrom's resources and leave them begging for Lord Peryite's mercy.
Gods. All this destruction.
Yes.
All this suffering.
Another
Why are they doing this?
Soon will fall, and Necrom will follow.
How invigorating!
Enough! Bend to Peryite's will, encased my putrescent blade. Stop the oncoming blade!
These cultists have done irreparable harm to this egg mine. But at least you dealt with their leader. Thank you. No, what have they done to her? The mine is dead without its queen. Perhaps we can still harvest her pheromone? Thank you. The Consortium may be able to rebuild the hive with that. Poor thing. That's everything. Let's head outside. The Overseer and the others should have made it out by now. Overseer, I'm glad you all made it out. With your expertise in the Queen's pheromone gland, we should be able to reopen the mine in...
Reopen the mine? After the Consortium left us to die? To sovereign God with this mine. You've got the Queen's gland, re-queen the mine yourself. We're leaving.
Ulfingar, please reconsider. Ulfingar? Friend, can you please talk to the Overseer?
If Sindiath had wandered in here alone and gotten herself killed, how long before the Consortium sent another to find us? A day? A week? We're lucky someone of your mettle was nearby. You have my thanks, friend. Truly. It failed the moment those Consortium hawkers chose to ignore my letters. Does Sindiath really think a queen's gland and some elbow grease will be enough to put that place to rights? You saw what those cultists were doing. It's blighted. Finished. So it's my burden, then. Shore's bones. Those bastards are just greedy enough to risk it, aren't they? With a fresh queen's gland. Bah! No, we'd need an army of egg hands, alchemists, a staffed garrison. The Consortium would never agree to it. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let me see this gland. And tell Sindiath we'll stay on if the Consortium provides all the staff and resources I need. The moment they hedge, I'm leaving. And taking Malsa and Barlak with me, Necrom be damned.
That sounded like it went well. Please tell me you have some good news. I really need something to soften the blow of this report to my superiors at the Consortium. Oh, trust me, I'll make sure the Consortium does what is right. Just... That sounded... Oh, trust me.
Good. You can start by making sure the families of those lost in the mine are properly taken care of.
Of course. Honoring those lost is the first step towards making things right. The first of many.
We can use this.
Was a waste of time. No one goes to Salem Mora anymore, and now I can see why. Getting badgered by priests and buoyant armigers isn't worth seeing the one impressive relic they keep at the shrine. Is that where you're headed? The Shrine of St. Voorhees? Patron saint of House Telvanni? It's the only reason why anyone would go to Salem Mora. I stopped by to see the relic of St. Voorhees, but the High Priest wouldn't even let me get close enough to get a good look. I didn't stay long enough to find out. Apparently, it's an honor just to be in its mere presence. Didn't feel like anything special to me. If you're headed that way, maybe you can see what all the fuss is about. Good luck, outsider. You're going to need it.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I can't believe she just... Please? I have no one else I can turn to. I need help. I worked as a servant in the towers of Tel Drelloth. Nathan, the son of Mistress Drelloth, is being kept prisoner there. At least, I think he must be. Nathan and I had plans to leave Tel Drelloth together. Someone must have found out because the day we planned to leave, I was dismissed from my position. Mistress Drelloth, or Suthiel, I suppose, pushed me out without a chance to see Nathan. she's holding him against his will, he'll be in the isolation tower. The only access is through the lab in the caverns that run underneath. There's a key in the top floor of the main tower. Please, can you help me? I'll pay for your assistance. Thank the eight you came along. I had no idea how I would do this on my own. I know Cecile would just throw me out again, but Nathan is my whole world. I can't possibly leave Tel Dreloth without him. The first step is finding that key. Certainly. You know, it's been so long since I spoke to another outsider. I didn't think I'd miss it so much. I say this with love, but Nathan's not a fighter. He's lived a sheltered life, and Cecile is a very skilled mage. But he wouldn't fight his mother anyway. Until he met me, he seemed content with heeding Cecile's every word. I wish I knew. If she were any other Telvanni master, I guess she didn't want her son settling for some lowborn servant girl. But nothing like that ever seemed to matter to Cecile. She was far more focused on her research than her rank anyway. From what I understand, she's trying to cure the Nahatan flu. It took the life of her husband many years ago, when Nathan was just a baby. I'm sure that's why she's so protective of her son, but it's no way to let him live. I heard Cecile used to keep test subjects in the isolation tower. If she's keeping him anywhere, I imagine it has to be there. He spends most of his time on the balcony of the main tower, but he hasn't been out there at all since I left. Would it matter? Nathan deserves to make his own... I'm certain of it.
Yeah!